Hey everyone, I'm working to hit 1,000 subscribers, and I need your help to get there. If you enjoy this content, please hit that subscribe button right now.
The Blue Jays are in serious trouble, and Ross Atkins just confirmed what we've all been fearing. After yesterday's devastating news about Anthony Santander and Shane Bieber, the front office is scrambling, and a major move could be coming any day now. Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. 24 hours ago, we thought we had one of the deepest rotations in baseball. Shane Bieber, Dylan Cease, Kevin Gausman, Bowden Francis, Jose Berrios. That's a playoff rotation right there. But now, Francis is done for the entire season. Bieber's dealing with forearm fatigue, and his ramp-up is delayed indefinitely. And if you know anything about pitchers and forearm issues, you know that's the last thing you want to hear. This isn't just a minor setback. This changes everything. Ross Atkins addressed the media today, and here's what he said. Quote, "There's not a time we're not thinking about additions via free agency or trade." He gave basically the same answer when asked about adding a fence. Translation, they know they're in trouble, and they're actively looking for help. The question is, who are they targeting? All signs point to one name, Chris Bassitt. And honestly, it makes perfect sense. Bassitt is still available, he's durable, he's proven he can pitch out of the bullpen if needed, and he's a veteran presence that this clubhouse could really use right now. Ricky Romero tweeted about it, fans are talking about it, and I'd be shocked if the Blue Jays aren't having serious conversations about bringing him in. Here's the thing that's interesting. Reports came out recently that Bassitt is still choosing between teams, but as of now, there's been no formal offer from the Blue Jays. That could change fast. If you're Toronto, you have to be looking at this situation and thinking, we need insurance. We need someone who can eat innings and give us stability. Bassitt fits that profile perfectly. Now, do they absolutely need another starter? Not necessarily. They're planning to stretch out Eric Swanson as a starter, which makes sense given the circumstances. Jose Berrios is still in the mix, even though there seems to be some tension there that we'll get into. But here's the reality. We're past the point where you can afford to gamble on depth pieces and hope everything works out. You need certainty, and Bassitt provides that. The other name floating around? Max Scherzer. Mad Max is still available, and while he's older and comes with his own question marks, he could be a low-risk, high-reward addition. Even if he's not what he once was, having him around as a mentor for the younger pitchers could be invaluable. And if the price is right, why not take a shot? Let's talk about what this injury news really means for the rotation. Shane Bieber's delayed ramp-up suddenly makes everything clearer. It explains why they didn't trade Berrios this offseason. It explains why they were involved in the Framber Valdez discussions. It explains why they moved so aggressively to sign Dylan Cease instead of waiting around for Bassitt. They knew Bieber was a question mark all along. Now you're looking at Cease, Gausman, Berrios, Cody Ponce, and maybe Swanson as your rotation. That's fine, but it's not exactly what you envisioned heading into a season where you're supposed to be competing for a division title. Ponce hasn't started at the major league level in years. Berrios has some drama surrounding him that John Schneider addressed yesterday. Gausman is getting older. There are question marks everywhere you look. And then there's the offensive side. Anthony Santander is out 5 to 6 months, possibly longer. That's your right fielder, one of your primary power threats. Just gone. Now you're relying on guys like George Springer to stay healthy and productive. You're asking Addison Barger to step up. You're potentially looking at Nathan Lukes playing significant outfield innings, and if you've seen his splits against lefties, you know that's not ideal. Ross Atkins mentioned they're still thinking about offensive additions too. They have to be. You can't go into the season with this many holes and hope everything works out. The AL East got better this offseason. The Yankees are getting Jarrett Cole back. The Orioles made moves. You can't afford to stand pat and hope for the best. Here's what bothers me about the Santander situation. The team knew he was dealing with issues last year. They rushed him back, and now he's going to miss significant time again. Atkins said they did everything they could to avoid this, that this was the best way to get him back to 100%. But was it? Should they have shut him down earlier last season and let him fully recover? It's frustrating because this could have potentially been prevented. As for Berrios, there's clearly something going on behind the scenes. John Schneider basically confirmed there were some regrets about how things went down at the end of last season. Word is Berrios essentially quit on the team during the playoffs, and people weren't happy. They've apparently talked it out, and everyone is trying to move forward, but how much faith can you really have in a guy after something like that? The good news, if there is any, is that Ross Atkins is being transparent about the fact that they're still looking to make moves. Whether that's through free agency or trade, they know they need help. Chris Bassitt makes too much sense to ignore. Max Scherzer could be a solid depth piece. And on the offensive side, they need to find an outfielder who can contribute right away. Spring training just started, and we're already dealing with major injury concerns and roster uncertainty. It's not how anyone wanted to begin the season, but this is the reality. The Blue Jays have decisions to make, and they need to make them fast. I'll be keeping you updated on everything as it develops. But one thing's for sure, moves are coming, and they better come soon.